Everybody, and welcome to Taking Your Classroom Next Level. As we've known, I've since the spring have talked about app dice, and it's just so amazing to see it being used by so many teachers and educators all over the world. But so many people are still asking me exactly how to create app dice and how to use them in the classroom and for students. Well, I'm here today to talk about how you can create your own app dice and how you can use them and take your classroom to the next level. Filmed on August 11th, happening right now. Across the app dice idea during a little Pinterest search actually back in April. I saw a teacher who actually had put miniature stickers such as these on actual regular dice and would roll them and use them for the classroom work time and everything. But I thought maybe I could take them a little higher on a level. So what I did is I actually found some printable cutout templates, put them in pick collage, and actually cut them out after I printed them. It's actually very simple to make them as a 12-sided app dice or a 6-sided app dice or more. In this video, I will show you exactly how to make app dice, of course, quickly and easily through pick collage, printing them out, and cutting them for physical. Watch this. Not too hard, is it? It actually saves a lot of time. While this was a sped up film, it actually only takes me about 12 minutes between creating app dice and printing them out, cutting them, and then pasting them together like so. Now, a lot of other people always ask me exactly how do you roll them correctly to make the app smash it. Friends like Craig Bendura, who has been using them ever since he saw my original creation of them, has been using them very simply for mostly showcase and creation apps by just making 6-sided app dice and actually rolling them and then using the 2 apps to come up on top. In this video, I'll explain how to roll them and use them for a great app smash. For this example, I'm going to use a 24-sided hexagon app dice. So we roll it the first time. And the app that comes on top is the one we select. In this case, it's GarageBand. So we have a recording app that we can actually finish up in MP4 style or, of course, share on many platforms here. So in this case, I think I'm going to make a podcast on my current lesson for my classroom. After that, I pick it up and I re-roll it one more time. This time Google Docs comes up, which is perfect because then this way I can create my classroom podcast and actually put in a Google Docs, which then I can share with people through email or through cloud services through students' various Google Drives. So now I'm going to roll it just one last time and make 3 apps together so I can make an app smash. And in this case, I come up with a Google search. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a podcast on Google searching and how to refine it for my students. Many students do not know how to use Google search correctly outside the minor terms. So in this case, my app smash will be about using Google search in a podcast which will be posted online and used for all my classroom and even my parents to overview and look at to see what I'm teaching in the classroom. So many different ways you can actually use app dice. You don't have to just use them for app smashes. They can be used for project control, mathematics, and more. Here's just a few of the different ways you can. Wow, so many ways you can use app dice, both for school, work, business, and many other ways, or just learning and project creation. One thing about app dice is I always say it's up to the user how to make them. One trend that's actually very popular between teachers and students is called the one screen. This one screen is usually a set of apps they use on a constant basis on their iPad or other mobile device. It's very simple to use. You actually set up your apps according to the popularity you use them. In my case, mine would be Stick Around, Explain Everything, Google Drive, Netflix, Mail, Safari, and a few other ones. Once I do that, I actually would create app dice based on those. And then what I would do is, of course, roll and use those apps as they come up for app smashes or uses. For students, it's actually a lot. They actually create their own one screen using app dice, really simple. They roll the various apps on them, and when the one that comes on top, they actually take that app and put it into a folder section on their main screen and create that. And that's smashes they have to use during the week. So out of those apps, they have to come up with different projects or creations between them. You should try it together today. It's actually a lot of fun. I've actually had a lot of students actually make them think about how they use their apps and how they use them for their schoolwork. It's a great little something to use for the new school year. If you have many ideas for app dice, please share them on Twitter by putting the hashtag AppDiceSmash on them. I'm more than willing to look at all of them, help any teacher or educator making their own, as well as post in my blog for everyone to see and on my Pinterest board. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on how to use and make app dice, and I hope you'll look for me more by looking at my Twitter feed at Ryan7Reed or looking on my website below for all daily updates. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope to see you next time when I take your classroom.